Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how to make use of the Blackmagic Camera app. I'll be giving you a simple walkthrough on this app and how to make the best use of it and get the best quality video output on your mobile phone. So without much delay, let's get started. So guys, first things first, go to your Play Store, type in the Blackmagic Camera app. Blackmagic Camera app, yeah. Exactly. Then we install the app. Because I already have the app installed on my phone, I just need to open it. And when you open it, you're going to see need to grant it some permission or some access. Grant it access to your camera, grant it access to your microphone, access to your photo library, and access to the location. Then you hit continue. So let's continue. Now that you're in your Blackmagic Camera app, the first thing you need to do is go to your settings. Go to this resolution, make sure it's in 4K or the highest setting on your phone. My phone supports 4K recording, so that is why my phone has the 4K as its max. So whatever it is you see on your phone, select what is at the max. Now, you don't need to complicate things in this camera. All you need to do is just optimize the main things, do the main settings and leave the rest. You don't need to understand what every one of this menu contains or what this menu is. You can do that maybe later when you are good with the app and you know your way around the app. So in your settings, next one you have to go to your camera. Go to your camera and make sure this enable vertical video is turned off. This option here, make sure it's turned off. Then leave your shutter measurement at speed. Don't change this, leave it at speed. What else again are you going to change? Then lock, very important, you need to lock your current orientation. The reason why you have to lock this is that so that when you change your camera maybe from the landscape to the portrait mode, it won't turn. So this orientation is going to lock it in the landscape mode. So that is all we need to know about this aspects of the Blackmagic Camera app. First, you go to record, you put it at the highest setting for your resolution. Then you go to your codec, make it at the highest settings, but I like to leave my bitrate at 48 Mbps, so you can also do yours to the same way too. Alright, so now we go to the camera. Now what we do in this part, the FPS has to be at 24. The FPS means frame per second. It has to be at 24. Leave it at 24. Then the next one is the shutter speed. The shutter speed should be at 48. Yeah, 48. Now once it's at 48, you tap this little padlock icon over here. You lock it at 48. Okay, now you can see it's locked at 48 over here. So that is all. That is that. You know, 24 FPS and 48 FPS and 48 shutter speed. So the reason is that if you are shooting at 24 FPS, your shutter speed should be double of your FPS for a smoother recording. That is why some people shoot at 30 FPS and 60 shutter speed. But for now, I don't want to complicate you with a lot of all those camera mumbo jumbo. So for now, let's just stick with the basics and you just do the one you have to do. So the next step you need to check is your ISO. For this part, I'm going to assume you are filming indoor, because for us to get the best settings and the best environment, the ISO setting is very important. Okay, so the ISO, if you go lower, If you go lower, it will make your scene darker. If you go high, it will make your scene bright. So I like to leave my ISO setting at 800 because I'm shooting indoor. So I like to leave it at 800. I believe you are shooting indoor too in your house, so you should also leave it also at 800. Like I said in this Blackmagic Camera App, when you learn more about this app, when you have more ideas and more knowledge about this app, then you can come back and mess around with the settings. But for now, since you are doing it for the first time, you just need to stick to the basics and stick to what's work, and just do it the way I'm showing you to do, so things can just be easy for you to understand and you won't mess up the settings. The next thing you need to do after you have set your ISO at 800 is to go to this part where it says LUT. You click on it, then you look for the LUT that says vivid. You go over, then you select vivid. Now you can see the vivid is much more, it gives me a vivid color to my scene. So we leave our LUTs at vivid. So where do we go to again? So while we are done with this, leave it on. We are done with that. Next thing we have to do is to click on this box over here. This box over here. Then we select the grid. You select the grid. Select this grid. Now this grid helps you in positioning your subjects. This is called the rule of third. So it's help in positioning your subjects at an angle. Like for instance, to shoot your video, it's always best to place your subject at the second line of this grid, not in the middle, mainly at the second, where this section right here. It's always best if you place your subject here or here or here or here. So that is what this grid helps us to do. And another thing again, we need to select this this will help us to we need to select this. This will help us in aligning our subject to make sure it's in the center. So that is what this will help us to do. So that is all we have to do for now before we start to record. So this here, this is your histogram. It shows the balance of light and all those stuff. This is the space of on your phone and how many hours you have to record. This is if you are streaming. We are going to turn this off. I'll show you how to turn this off. This is for the microphone. Then this white balance. Now, if you want to shoot your video, I think it's better to make your white balance select auto in shooting your video. Once you have placed, before you place in your key lights, let your white balance adjust. Put it on auto. Let it adjust by itself. Then once it adjusts, you lock it before you bring in your key lights. So that is how I used to use this white balance. So once I make it select auto, I put it on auto, it will automatically adjust the white balance to match the scene. Then I lock it before I bring in my key lights. So that is that. So that is all you need to know for the Blackmagic Camera App, at least for now, because you are just starting. Let's go for it again. Your FPS should be at 24 FPS. The shutter is 148. Your ISO should be at 800 because you are shooting indoor. Your white balance should select it automatically first. Then once it adjusts, you lock it. Then your LUT should be at vivid. the lot should always be at vivid. So guys, that is it for this quick tutorial on the Blackmagic Camera app. Thank you again for being with me today. I will see you in the next one. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel to learn more interesting tutorials like this. Bye bye.